500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, for years we thought Seattle was the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. NFL football has arrived here in Anchorage, and folks in these parts are understandably beyond excited to see just what the future holds.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Prescott.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On first down, it's Herbert. This pass left side to Downs.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Will pick up with 2 yards. First down, Aviators.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quite high, but I believe it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
This taken in by Downs.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive
He's all the way down to the 37. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. They'll get 34 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football,
touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Here's Herbert.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they work this route outfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Prescott now on second down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Condors have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And an Albuquerque first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Herbert on third down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On Herbert, his third interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Prescott. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And the 10-year back knocks it toward the goalpost, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Herbert.
He gets it to Johnston.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That complete to Downs.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, here's Herbert.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he gets it down to the 32. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And an Albuquerque first down.
Herbert on first down now.
Open man Hamler. That's complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Prescott off play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing.
And all the way in for the touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Condors start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
KJ Hamler on the return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Aviators.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Able to push his way through, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Aviators.
Again, it's Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8.
Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a second and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this taken in by Downs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24.
Aviators 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this.
And now here is another interception. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Kill! Hey, 47!
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Going right back to Akers. Takes it to about the 37.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One last throw here for Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Anchorage, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town.
Meanwhile, for Albuquerque,
they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.